my name's Elaine and I am an educator here at the California Science Center. We are a free, nonprofit museum located in Exposition Park in Los Angeles, California. I am standing here in front of some really cool spacecraft we have on display. These are replicas of satellites, meaning they orbit another object in space, just like the moon orbits the Earth. Humans have been sending artificial satellites into space for over 60 years, starting with Sputnik in 1957. Since then, humans have launched thousands of satellites and telescopes into space. Let's explore some of the ones we have on display here at the California Science Center. I am now standing in front of a full-scale replica of the satellite Cassini. Cassini spent 14 years orbiting Saturn. Cassini launched in 1997 and arrived at Saturn 6 years later. Cassini continued to orbit Saturn and send information back to Earth until 2017. This is a scaled replica of the Hubble Space Telescope. It was launched in 1990 and still orbits Earth in the lower orbit. Hubble is equipped with powerful instruments and cameras that have taken some amazing pictures, which have given scientists the information they need to make some awesome discoveries. The James Webb Telescope is taking our space exploration efforts to the next level. It is equipped with state-of-the-art cameras and instruments 100 times stronger than Hubble that are able to see all the way to the edges of our known universe. But unlike Hubble and Cassini, the James Webb does not orbit a single planet. It orbits the Sun, just like the Earth does. So, if the James Webb is 1 million miles away, how will it send information and pictures back to scientists here on Earth? How did Hubble and Cassini communicate with Earth? We can't use a cable because they are too far away. And come to think of it, here on Earth, we don't communicate with telephone lines that much anymore either. Do you know how we can communicate long distances without wires? The answer is radio waves. When we hear the word radio, we may think of sound, but radio waves are actually a type of light. Radio waves have a long wavelength and low frequency, which means we can't see them, but they can travel much further than sound waves can, even as far as outer space. We use radio waves every day when we text, call on cell phones, use Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. The James Webb Space Telescope uses these radio waves to send us information back from outer space. When I make a call on my cell phone, my device sends radio waves to a cell tower, which then sends that call to my friend's phone so they can hear me. When the James Webb Telescope takes a cool picture or has some data to share, it will send that information using radio waves back to Earth to the scientists. Let's dive a little deeper into radio waves with this fun activity. In this activity, I want to explore how I can affect the transfer of information if I cannot see radio waves. You will need a wireless router or hotspot and a Wi-Fi capable device, such as a phone or tablet. If you don't have a wireless router, you can check one out from your local library. You will also need various materials such as cardboard, paper, fabric, aluminum, or plastic. Check your recycling bin for some leftover materials. First, I'm going to check my device's speed on a website, such as fast.com. Now, I am going to try to build a wall around my device to block the radio waves of the internet router from reaching my device. As I build my wall, I want to make sure that I can still see the screen. Now that I've built this wall, I'm going to load fast.com again. What do you observe? Now, I'm going to put my device into this plastic container. Now what do you notice? We can repeat this activity again and again with different materials, different thicknesses, and even wet versus dry materials. But be careful not to get your device wet. I wonder with what other devices I can try to block radio wave transmissions. A TV remote? A Bluetooth headset? Keep experimenting. Thanks for exploring radio waves with me. We hope you can come visit us in person soon. Enjoyed this video? Visit our website at www.californiasciencecenter.org for more free and fun hands-on activities and content.